If you've been clinging to your iPhone like a toddler with a security blanket, the iPhone 17 might be the one to finally break the bond. Apple is cooking up something big this year. Thinner, brighter, faster, and yes, potentially more expensive. From a complete redesign to camera glow-ups and Apple's thinnest phone ever, the iPhone 17 lineup isn't just a refresh. It's a reset. The standard iPhone 17 is finally getting an upgrade that makes it feel less like the little sibling and more like a serious daily driver. The screen is now a 6.27-inch LTPO OLED panel, which means you get silky smooth 120Hz ProMotion and an always-on display, both firsts for the base model. And it's not just prettier, it's tougher too, thanks to a new anti-reflective glass layer that's more scratch-resistant than the current ceramic shield. Performance is getting a solid boost from the new A19 chip, which promises better efficiency and slightly more speed than last year's A18. Pair that with Apple's own custom Wi-Fi 7 chip, and you've got a phone that stays fast and connected without chewing through battery. Speaking of which, all iPhone 17 models might be getting Apple-designed batteries this time, which could mean longer life and easier replacements. Starting at $799, this feels like the first time the base model isn't just a compromise. Now, the iPhone 17 Air is where Apple is taking some real risks. This model replaces the lukewarm Plus series with a phone that's all about being ultra-thin, reportedly just 5.5 millimeters thick. It's thinner than the iPhone 6 and over 30% slimmer than the 16 Plus. But to get there, Apple had to make some tough calls. The bottom speaker? Gone. The ultra-wide camera? Also gone. Instead, you get one 48-megapixel lens on the back with a 12-megapixel cropped zoom and a seriously upgraded 24-megapixel front camera. What it lacks in extra lenses, it makes up for with design. The camera is housed in a horizontal bar that stretches across the back, giving it a distinctive look and making more internal room for components. It's still got a 6.65-inch OLED display with ProMotion and always on, and it's likely to include the C1 modem for better 5G performance. You'll also get a thinner bezel design and the same anti-reflective glass as the base 17. Pricing is a bit up in the air. Some say $899. Others think it could creep past $1,000. Either way, the 17 Air is clearly aiming to be more than just a pretty face. The Pro model is going through a subtle but meaningful evolution. Apple might be ditching titanium and going back to aluminum, which sounds like a step back, but actually allows for a lighter device with a new two-tone design. The rear camera bump is getting chunkier too, not because of more lenses, but to make space for a bigger battery and more internal cooling. Speaking of cooling, the 17 Pro is rumored to use a new vapor chamber cooling system to help handle heat more efficiently, especially useful with the upgraded A19 Pro chip on board. That chip is expected to be built on TSMC's latest 3-nanometer process, with slightly better performance and efficiency than the A18 Pro. Inside, you'll also find 12 gigabytes of RAM, a necessary upgrade as Apple pushes further into AI and multitasking. The display remains 6.27 inches with ProMotion and the new AR glass layer. Price-wise, you're looking at the same $1,099 starting point, but with enough refinement to keep it feeling like a step up. And finally, the iPhone 17 Pro Max, Apple's biggest and boldest phone this year. While it's not drastically different from the Pro model in shape or display size, it's expected to feature the best cameras in the lineup. That means 3 rear lenses including a rumored 48-megapixel telephoto sensor. The one catch? Zoom could drop from 5x to 3.5x due to the new sensor size, a small trade-off for sharper image quality. Like the 17 Pro, it'll use the A19 Pro chip, vapor chamber cooling, and 12 gigabytes RAM. But it's also getting the new MetaLens tech that could shrink the dynamic island, giving you even more usable screen. The body is a bit thicker, likely to accommodate a larger battery, and the design may include a dual material back with a new aluminum camera housing. Wireless charging should still work thanks to a glass insert, and there's even talk of easier battery replacement using the same glue tech as the 16 series. Expected to start at $1,199, the 17 Pro Max is clearly built for people who want the absolute best. Bigger screen, better cameras, more power, and longer battery life. So that's the iPhone 17 family. All signs point to a September reveal, likely in the first or second week, followed by a launch shortly after. If even half these rumors are true, the iPhone 17 lineup could be Apple's most interesting in years. If you're still here, you're the real MVP. Hit that like button, tap subscribe, and drop a comment telling us which model you're eyeing. Are you all about the thin new Air or holding out for the big Pro Max? Either way, stay tuned.